EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Watch the run, watch the run. Shift.
On first down, Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
13.
Hey, let's get there. Check.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Motion.
Garoppolo on first down. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there, but it's going to be second down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here we go.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
White. One, Omaha.
Push him back.
Hey, Haywood.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. This will be caught inside the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now,
it's out. McKinnon fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
I'm going back to you.
He's coming. 21. Here we go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Move.
53's the mark. 53.
11.
Danny.
Check the head.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's get off the field.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, echo.
Let's go, D. Big series.
Wentz going to throw. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the
Sunday.
Mike
To throw is Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, 39 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
65.
Tight dog.
White.
Hatchet. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
1, Omaha.
Count.
To throw is Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go.
I'm here all day.
On first, they go right back to Howard. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Sponge! No!
Watch the edge.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
He wasn't ready. Here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Coleman now. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9 yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1 yard line. Now Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Garoppolo hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
13. Go.
Check 99.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5 yard line. It's a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
It's out of time.
White.
Slam.
Go ahead.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They give him a gain of 38. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Check 26. Switch X3. 218. Chop it. Lock.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. There's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass.
11.
That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Hey, alert. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Check 13. 53's the mic. 12. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo looking deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
2.
53. Mike.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Watch the twist. Shift. Black. Deuce.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Good job.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Like 56. 14, 82, 14. Hey, Sue. 56 to Mike.
Here's Wentz to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D4. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
And the blitz does come. And he's got it complete to Darren Sproles. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run with Howard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
11.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. D Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Mike, check. Right here.
Throwing now is Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Check 50. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Check.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
21. Hey, Alpha. Go ahead.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, 67 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to... And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting...
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From midfield, here's Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Wentz. It's complete. It Sproles. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, Delta. 56 to Mark. Check 56. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Wentz going to go on fourth down. Completes it to Aguilar. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a desperation throw. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
21. Hey, wahoo! Recon, 132 fighter. Out. 65. Hey, gun. Check the backer. Buzz. Be good. 11.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 11 more on that one and another first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Chopper! Check 24. 21.
It's Coleman here. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And he's got caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Gold with the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Well,